Welcome to West Coast Wednesday here on Prospectors Radio with Kathleen Biffle, Rich Cooley, Scott Swiftwater Toney, Indiana Gold Hunter, Dennis Dayton, and your host, Tim Grimes. We hope you enjoy the show, and thanks again for listening.
All right, everybody, welcome back to another West Coast Wednesday right here on Prospector Radio. I'm your host, Tim Grimes, and joining me as always, we got Shad and Kathleen Biffle. We got Rich Cooley's back, and Scott Swiftwater Toney's here as well. What's going on, everybody? How's your week been? How's your week been?
I feel like you were about to say something wrong, and you said my name instead, so I don't know how I feel.
Wait a minute. No, I don't have to say nothing wrong. No, I don't ever screw up, do I? Yeah. So, no, it's all good. It's just like, well, throw Shad there first this time. Usually I say Kathleen and Shad. And this time I said Shad and Kathleen. Say.
Way to go. Now you got me in trouble.
I got you in
for
trouble.
That.
Well, I thought you told me that's what you wanted me to do, Shad.
I'm putting the bus to run over him now while you're at it.
He's in trouble.
Is he in trouble now?
He didn't even. I don't think Tim off the horn
all night long.
Have you been, Shad?
Yeah, I decided to finish her wine and.
No, I was saving it because I'm on a diet, so I can't have very much. So I'm like, I'm not gonna, I'll just wait until dinner's over and I'll have it for dessert.
Right.
I was holding my wine glass. I kid you not, walking into the kitchen, and Shad comes out with a full cup of wine, the rest of my wine.
He didn't share it with
Not
you?
happy.
But he didn't.
I took a sip, I poured it all in her glass and got the other one.
Oh, well, okay. You shouldn't really get in too much trouble for that, then, if you only took
that
a
was
sip.
the last of the cab.
Bummer.
The
Dang.
open bottled one.
So what'd you do, Shad? Have to go open a different bottle?
No, I had to drink another one that was open from yesterday.
The Pinot Noir.
Pinot Noir. She didn't want that one.
I wanted the cab. It was a day for a cab.
Okay, why was
A
it
Cabernet.
a day for a Cabernet? Because
It was a Cabernet kind of day.
it was just a Cabernet kind of day. Okay, and Shad just said it's just I need some alcohol kind of day.
Well, I thought about getting some bourbon, and then I don't know. It was there, so it was easier to get.
It was more
Because I
convenient.
saved it.
So that got you in the beginning of your hot water for tonight, right?
Well, let's see how hot we can get it.
I was gonna say we've just started. You know that, and you always get yourself in trouble usually. So.
Oh, I'm sure he will.
I'm sure he will too. The night is young. Just we'll try to help you.
How are you?
I'm good.
How's
man.
Christmas treating you?
It's Christmas. Let's see. Did I get any Christmas shopping done? But one thing.
Well, if you order online, it's taking a lot longer.
Oh, that's what I do. It's Amazon, definitely Amazon.
Well, even Amazon, man, some things. Okay, yeah, today I come home from work, and there's a giant Amazon box on top of our daughter's car that's parked on the street. I get out, walk out. Yeah, it's one of our boxes. I'm like, you kidding me?
Well, wait,
what the heck is going on?
They put it on your car?
On the street.
Yeah, she parks on the street, and it was like on top of the car, like on the front windshield, so it was all cockeyed sitting there.
You don't have your account set up.
Heck?
You don't have your account set up for that car delivery stuff, do you? Where they put it in your trunk and
No.
and they couldn't get in the trunk, so they just said, "Screw it, we're throwing it on the windshield."
Well, they delivered other boxes at the porch. That's what confused me. So I don't know if something nefarious is going on in the neighborhood.
Sounds a little, yeah.
I don't know if
I think he was like, "Oh, I forgot one."
I'll just throw it here on this car.
The one neighbor was like, you know what? They accidentally got our box, and they were like, "Oh, this is far enough. Here, they'll get it."
Maybe that could be.
They don't like the dogs.
Or did the delivery person was like, "Oh crap, I forgot. I'm not walking. It's cold out there," so he just threw it out on the car.
But you know what? Nothing yells steal me like an Amazon smiling box on a car.
All right, sitting out on the street.
Now, granted, I will tell you what is in here is for our nephew, and it's one thing. It was like this little net thing for BB guns or something. It is so lightweight, but it's in this massive size box.
But, it's like, how did they know that was your car or your daughter's car? It's like, it could have been anybody's car.
I have no idea.
Welcome to the wonderful world of Amazon. Yeah.
I don't know, man, but it threw me off. I was confused.
Yeah, I guess you would be. I'd be like
honestly. Or did somebody run and was like, oh, crap, people see me, and they just threw it, and it just happened to be on our daughter's car?
That could be.
That's what I was thinking. A porch pirate got nervous and threw it back on the car.
Yeah, they took the biggest box, and then somebody seen them, and they just chucked it, and it landed on the car. And I don't know. Yeah. You need to set up.
I wish you know what? Got that on camera.
You need to put a ring, one of those Ring doorbells in, so you can see your packages and see what's going on there.
Well, I need to have one out like above the garage so it could get all that action going on because there's stupid bushes would block the view.
Oh, okay.
Either that or it was a kid like, oh, I know this is for me. One of our kids was like, I'll put it on top of my car. They won't notice I got it. I don't know.
I think you should post it on the neighborhood page.
I think you should, yeah. You need to
putting our Amazon boxes on top of our cars. Please stop.
Call Amazon and complain about it, Shad.
I think I will.
You should have took a picture.
Yeah.
Well, I could reenact it. The box is right over there.
Yeah, and say, is this where you people normally leave packages?
It's really funny if somebody was trying to steal it and they went all that far. It's really funny that it took them that long to think, oh, what a big box, but it doesn't feel like there's anything in it.
Right.
Obviously, it's not going to have much value.
Right.
It took them clear to the car to think, maybe this is a setup.
Well, they have that shot of adrenaline, so they think they're like He-Man and stuff. Like, then all of a sudden they're like, wait a minute.
This is all right. This is all packing paper in here.
Yeah, pretty much. The big bubble.
Yeah, I should have took the littlest box. I don't know, Shad. You need to get to the bottom of this one. It's like a Scooby-Doo mystery is what it is.
I'm pretty sure they were afraid of our dogs.
See, that's why I miss, today would have been a great day for me to work at home in the office that looks right out. Because I would have seen some person running with our box, and just toss it. That would have been hilarious. Granted, I probably would have came out shooting at them for fun. But
it would be funny, though. See? And then they chuck it. It lands on your daughter's car. Interesting. Dude, it's Christmas time. That's all we got. There's no rhyme or reason. That's crazy. That's a good one, though. I don't think nobody
Not to mention how cold it is.
Oh, I know. But tomorrow isn't supposed to be 40? That's what I heard.
Tomorrow it is supposed to get to a high of 39, then 41 on Friday.
How's Arizona?
We're having a heat wave, a fantastic heat wave.
Well, how warm heat wave, boy.
Today I had my windows and my doors open on the RV, so it was, I don't know, it's probably 65, 70.
Really? Wow.
It feels like it in the sun anyway,
Right. Hey, that's...
Now, this morning I woke up and I was like, oh, because last night we had cloud cover, and I was like, it was a little warm. So I turned the heater on low, and I got up this morning. I was like, man, somebody turned the freaking ice box on. Holy cow, it was cold this morning, but it warmed up pretty quick.
At least it's in the 60s. I'd take that all day, Now,
how long does it take to dry out to go dry washing?
Oh my gosh, we're not going to see dry washing for the rest of this year. That's over.
Really?
Yeah.
So now you're going to be waiting until April, May.
You can still high bank though, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's water right now. I could go dry land dredging, but like today I went out and did some test holes, and I'm only the places where it's kind of weird because I'm not digging with anybody this year, so you got to pick your spots that if something does go wrong, you can make it to where somebody's going to find you.
Right.
So every place that I tested today, it's like 30% on the gold, and I'm like, man, it's just not going to work, man.
Mm-hmm.
So like I said, though, it's the thing about going and looking around for places to dig gold. You got to test, and maybe one spot you're going to find it's better than others, and then all the way down the creek it's going to be better. So then you try to figure out, where it's coming from.
It's prospecting's hard. It is. Yeah. It's hard work.
Well, Scott, it's season's ticking away for you, ain't it?
Yeah, I know. It's going into I'm into the second month now.
Right.
And like I said, the first month is just didn't go right. I was trying to find the guys that, a guy that I know that owns a couple claims close to here in town, plus that gravel pit I wanted to dig in, and he is just hard to get to. So I put the word out that I'm trying to get a hold of him, and maybe somebody will tell him.
Right.
But the other spots I tested today was a little bit further up the creek, so to speak. And like I said, there's a couple places I was like, yeah. I mean, it take me a full day to carry my stuff back to these places. But then again, like I said, if something goes wrong, one rock rolls over, traps your foot, nobody's going to hear you.
Right.
And so that's kind of a dangerous thing. So
yeah,
it's just going to take time. It's just been, ever since last year when I took off from here last year and started out to doing the Oregon, it just seems like, man, it's like I'm just I'm in the mud and spinning my wheels.
Yeah, that's what it seemed like. Because you haven't really done no prospecting. It's like,
I think your feng shui is off.
Something's off. Send him some
you need
oil.
to rearrange some furniture.
Yeah. You need to do something.
I think you need to get a Manny.
You need a Manny in your life.
And that would change his feng shui. It would. It would change your feng shui. And you'd have a mining partner. If something happened, Manny can help you.
Yeah.
Yeah, then you're never alone, man. Just think of that.
Right.
You can take all sorts of risks then.
Right.
That's it. Man.
Oh, we have a hero story. Can we share it?
A hero story. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, yeah, go ahead.
So we get this knock on our door the other night. You want to tell us, Shad?
Oh, that story. I was trying to figure out what the heck you're talking about. All right. So two nights ago, our neighbor knocked on the door, and I think it was like 8 o'clock or something, which nobody comes to our door, so the dogs are going crazy.
Right.
And he's so anxious, and upset and stuff.
He's a nervous guy anyway.
Yeah. Uh-huh. And he goes, "I'm so sorry, but you have a metal detector, right?" And I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "What's up?" He goes, "My ring flew off my finger in the backyard because they have a new pup, and they were out there with it, and it was rainy that night, so his ring just shot off his finger. He couldn't find it. So, of course, it's right near the area where tons of lines are running right underneath his house, so that made it hard. But so I went with it raining so much. I came after work and went out there the next day, and I found it in just a few minutes.
Oh, nice.
So that was cool.
Way to go.
That's like our first time anybody's come help us find something.
There you go.
Because I knew we had him.
So he brought over a whole bottle of bourbon.
Well, there you
thank you.
Well, there you go.
And he brought it to the door. He didn't put it on our daughter's car.
Yeah. So we know it's not him.
Well, man, that's cool. That was a good deed.
Yeah, I thought that was cool. I've always heard many of our listeners and members have talked about stuff, especially the more avid metal detectorists, and it's like, oh, that's cool. It actually worked. Now, I did use Kathleen's Gold Monster.
Right.
So, because it was just quick to turn on and run out there. It was the closest thing I have.
Sure.
So.
It is so easy to use.
But it's cool. You found it.
But that guy was going on. It was fun. He goes, "This is the second time I've lost it. And this is the new ring I bought a few years ago." He goes, "When I got married, this ring was only $300. 10 years after that, when I lost it a few years back," he goes, "they still made the same gold ring at one of the jewelry. It was $1,300.
Oh, geez, yeah.
The price of gold went up so much."
Mm-hmm.
So I tried to get a better bottle of bourbon since I really saved him a lot of money, but whatever, it didn't.
It's the thought. It's the thought that counts.
It is
middle
cool.
shelf.
And you did something cool. You helped somebody out because he probably never would have found that thing.
Oh.
Probably not.
Oh, no, he was out there in the morning looking, all pacing and everything, freaking out. I just let the dogs out, kind of chuckled and shut the door because it was cold.
So how long?
I was like, I'll do it after. I'll let him look. I'll let him sweat all day.
Yeah.
Then I sent him a message. Was like, hey, did you find it? He was like, no. I said, well, I did.
So how long did it
I
take
wanted
you?
to try to make him really sweat, but Kathleen said to be nice, so it was nice.
So how long?
He's nervous anyway.
How long, Shad? How long did it take you? Time.
What's that?
How long time did it take you to find it?
20 minutes, because he was telling me he was standing somewhere he wasn't.
Okay. Or you could have found it quicker.
Pretty much, yeah.
Jeez.
He was adamant it was angled this way when it happened. No, it was on the complete opposite area.
Wow.
But whatever.
Nice job, though. That is cool. I think you deserve a Manny Award for that, actually.
Awesome. I want a Manny Award.
I think you
The
should.
Manny.
I think he should be getting a Manny Award for that. That's reputable right there.
I'm all ready. I'll have an acceptance speech. Don't worry.
All right.
So, Shad, what did you set the detector on?
To find gold.
Didn't you set it on anything?
It was the gold monster, so I just put it to discriminate out all the iron and metals and just focus on the gold.
Gold only, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Have you? Speaking of metal detectors, you guys have you guys heard about the new one?
Oh,
the Vanquish.
Banquet?
Right?
Yeah.
No. This is it's from. I hope I can get this right. Nocta macro detectors. Anyway, it's like fancy upgrades and stuff like that. You could charge it with like a USB port, and it looks pretty cool. But I don't know if it's strictly for gold, or if it's just a coin shooter. But they made it at $299. Brand new.
Wow.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
I think I do too. Yeah. But
I've seen it out there. Is it the Simplex?
I don't know what.
I think
I
that's
just know
the model of the machine company you mentioned.
yeah.
Why gold is in the Simplex? So
Scott, they want to know what the new detector.
Okay.
Hey, Scott.
It is a Simplex.
Scott, they want to know what the new detector sounds like.
I don't know. I haven't heard it.
Any ideas? You think it goes round?
It goes, I'm pretty sure it makes noise. But Shad, you're right. It is called Simplex.
The Nocta Macro Simplex. Yeah, that's
yeah. But that's a pretty fly price.
$299.
Anybody that's ever went out and priced them.
$299's a Garrett 250, pretty much, right?
Well, I think if they're the one you're talking about, aren't they trying to say it's a competitor with the Equinox?
Oh, dude, I don't know.
I think so.
I don't know.
I know. I shared the video after I think. Ed Marvin shared it the first. I think I seen it, and then I watched it. I was like, I got to put that. So I put it on my page, but it was called the Simplex.
Huh.
But I don't. Like I said, I don't know if it's just like strictly if it's coin shooter, or if it's like the ones that the kind we want.
Yeah,
so to speak.
$299. That's a good price. You know.
Okay. Y Gold is confirming. Yes, I was correct. This is being billed as a competitor to the MineLab Equinox.
For $299.
Okay.
So that's better than the Garrett 250, isn't it?
Yeah. But heck, a Garrett 250 cost you like $299, don't it? $250, see? So,
Yeah, but for anything that finds gold, though, that's a pretty good price machine.
Oh, sure. Hey, $299 is not bad at all.
Oh,
Yeah, because mine was $600.
Crazy. Ain't it? And where is it at, Scott? How often are you using it? You should be out there using it every day since you're not digging.
You should be out there right now.
Every day you should be detecting. Go find them nuggets.
Believe it or not, it's right beside me.
You know? Right. Scott, that's what you should be doing.
Like I said, around here you just find
bullets.
And while you're looking for them nuggets, you could be looking for places to dig. See?
Oh, I've already been doing that.
Well, you should be detecting every day. Go find them chunkers. You know?
You know how far you'd have to... God, it'd be a long walk for me to get up back there far enough.
Excuses. Don't you got a four-wheeler or something?
No.
Well, why don't you? You're in the desert.
Dude, you're small enough. You can go to Walmart and get one of those electric
power
things.
wheel. Yeah, what is that? The Power Wheels.
Yes.
Nah, it's too much money to. I mean, they're all these good to have and stuff like that, but it's just too much upkeep for me to have all this stuff, you know.
You need one though out there.
Yeah. Well, I'd like to have one, yeah, but like I said, then you got to store it and all this other good stuff and the pain in the butt.
Just trade that 6-inch dredge for a side-by-side or something. Yeah?
Yeah, I've thought about that, but she doesn't want me to get rid of it. So evidently she's got plans. She's got plans for me, evidently. This is what I'm thinking.
All right.
I don't know.
Because I think you could use a 4-wheeler more than you can use that right now, couldn't you? You could cover a lot of ground.
Well, I mean, if I find a place to get it in the water, it'd be kind of effective.
Right. But I'm saying a 4-wheeler you cover a lot of ground with that.
Yeah, I think that's going to be one of our first purchases.
You almost have to have it.
Arizona.
Out there, you'd almost have to have one. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, why not? It just makes sense.
You don't have to take the rental car through the,
But you can.
Right.
If you want.
What do they call those?
Heck, if you get one of them around here, you don't have to have a car. You can drive them on the road with the license.
I know.
Right, see? That's a win-win. Man.
Could you just picture me driving all the way into Tempe to work in one of those?
No.
Well, how fast they go? They go fast enough, don't they?
Oh, well, like the one Jimbo has, it can go up to 65, but I guess there's some high-performance ones that can do over 75 plus.
Wow. That's crazy, ain't it?
But I don't think they're interstate capable, but...
No, probably not because of the tires, but still, dang. You could really cover some ground out there with one of them.
Oh, yeah. We wouldn't have been able to go to a lot of those places when we visited if Jimbo didn't have his
there would have
Can-Am.
been not enough time.
Right.
It would take too long with vehicles trying and...
Right.
Well, we all know what happens when you take vehicles in there.
See, that's why Scott definitely needs one. He should have one. He'd be out there. He might find him a place to dig before his season's over. Yeah?
Oh, I'll find me a place to dig. Don't you worry about that. I remember, like I said, I had to, it's just a funny time of year because right now I'm looking for a place to dig, but I'm not really seriously concentrating on it real bad because I know I got to take a trip back east and then come back. And after I come back, and then that's probably when I'm going to be more serious about going.
What is he going on about?
It was a little muddled there, Scott. You know?
I'm sorry. I said that I just, like I said, I'm looking for places right now, but I'm not really serious on it, hardcore right now, because I know I got to go back east for Christmas.
Right.
So when I come back after, when I get back, then it's just there's nothing else, no other holidays, nothing take your attention off what's going on. I can concentrate a little more on that.
Right.
So,
gotcha.
That's,
Yeah,
that's
so
kind of
you
what
still
I'm
have, 3 months after you get back?
Oh, 4 months.
Well,
4 months.
Got a lot of time
Yeah.
left, then you're fine. You got plenty of time. Plenty of time. That's for sure.
Yeah, I'm hoping.
Now, welcome back, Rich Cooley.
Yupper.
Hunter.
Did you have fun?
Man.
Did you have fun, Rich?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Have a good time?
Yeah, a blast.
Yeah. And I know you told me earlier, no, you didn't score.
I seen some deer, but they were too small to shoot.
Right. So you said, I ain't shooting them. And
I'm not shooting the small ones.
There
It's a
you
waste
go.
of my time.
That's right. Next year they'll be bigger. Right?
Yep.
Now, are you done for the year?
Sunday, I could have shot 3, but we're not out hunting on Sundays yet.
Now, you still got the late muzzleloading season coming up, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I have muzzleloader coming in right after Christmas.
Right. And
I might go back up then.
Right. And that's it. So, hopefully you get one then. Did anybody with you get one? Did your neighbor get another one?
Well, my buddy got a buck there on the first Saturday, but other than that, no.
Right. Dang.
He's seen about 6 or 7, but he couldn't get a shot at anything, and he couldn't tell if they were all doe or what they were. So
Gotcha. Hey, well, it's good to have you back, man. We're sorry you didn't get you one, but you still got that muzzle loading season, so.
Yep, I got late season, so that usually turns out pretty good sometimes.
Right, so
depending on how much snow we get.
Right, exactly. So that's cool. You always got that one. But we're glad to have you back, Rich. Missed you.
Thank you.
Yeah. It's always nice to have you back. And so maybe Sunday you're going to do a Cooley's Corner. Did anybody send you any more ideas?
No, I got enough. I just got to spend time to research.
Oh, okay. Cool. So you got plenty going on again. Awesome.
I mean, I can always get more. I can always send me more, but, yeah.
Right.
I just got to get some time to start researching stuff and trying to get everything taken care of, coming back, and busy.
We got you. Got you. Now, Kathleen, I seen something on Facebook. Was it yesterday that you had a story?
Oh yeah, I've got. It's one of my stories that I found, and I thought it was kind of interesting because we were just talking about Forrest Fenn. So we'll talk about that when I do Dredging Up the News.
Oh, okay, cool.
Along with other things that I have.
Nice. Yeah, I seen that, and I was like, oh, that sounds interesting. Yeah. So kind of looking forward to hearing about that too. So. Dennis is working tonight. This is his work night. He'll be back Sunday. So, no Dennis tonight. Didn't hide him. He is working.
The old double D.
Is working. And so what we'll do then, let's go to a quick commercial, and we'll come back and we'll go to it, Dredging Up the News, because I want to hear this story. So we'll be right back, everybody.
Do you like to mine for gold? Enjoy prospecting a nice crack in the bedrock? Enjoy getting outdoors to camp, fish, hunt, and hike on your public lands? You plan your trip, load the gear, grab the dog, put the family in the truck, and drive off to a locked gate. A sign says you cannot enter or access your own public lands. Mining claims and public land owned by we the people are being designated as off limits by our own government every single day. Are you concerned about the direction our government is going? Are you tired of seeing no access, no entry signs on your lands? We are, and we are fighting back. We are AMRA, America Mining Rights Association, the fastest growing small mining advocacy association in America. AMRA is a 501c3 not-for-profit formed by miners, hunters, off-roaders, retired military men, and women to stop the insanity. AMRA was formed to educate, unite, and help the small miners and public land users on their rights given to us by God. Do you want access to great mining claims? For a small tax-deductible donation to their Miners Legal Fund, your family gains access to proven excellent mining claims across America for an entire year. AMRA challenges the USFS, BLM, EPA, and the other agencies intent upon stopping you from enjoying your own lands. You are who pays these people's wages. It is time they listen to us. We need to unite. And that is what AMRA is doing. As you sit here right now, thousands of acres of public lands are being closed, locked, and blocked from use by you. Are you fed up yet? Join us. Get in on this fight and let's restore America to what our families fought and died for. Freedom. Just visit AmericanMiningRights.com. AmericanMiningRights.com. Also, check us out on Facebook at American Mining Rights Association. AmericanMiningRights.com. If you're interested in gold prospecting or treasure hunting as a career, hobby, passion, or just something you're interested in getting into, you have to visit goldprospectorspace.com. At goldprospectorspace.com, you'll find forums, chats, videos, blogs, sections on dry washing, metal detecting, high banking, and so much more. At goldprospectorspace.com. There's a store, classifieds, and at goldprospectorspace.com every Sunday night at 7:30 Eastern Time. Tune in to Prospectors Radio, the talk show for gold prospectors and treasure hunters. GoldProspectorspace.com is a social network with thousands of members, and everything you need is at GoldProspectorspace.com. Sign up today and get connected to others who share your love of gold and gold prospecting. Let the treasure hunt begin at GoldProspectorspace.com. GoldProspectorspace.com.
It is time for Dredging Up the News with Kathleen Biffle. Mining news from around the globe, metal detecting, dredging, entertainment news, and fun facts as well. Here's Kathleen.
Yeah, so December 11th, I already featured this on, like a teaser. So we'll start off with that story.
Okay.
And this is the one that we were just talking about that involved Forrest Fenn's treasure. Mm-hmm. Well, it seems that a Colorado treasure hunter is suing because he says he was duped. So this treasure, we've talked about it before in the show. Right. It's an estimated that 350,000 people have gone searching for this treasure. It's said to be a chest full of valuables, and it's hidden by Forrest Fenn. He lives in Santa Fe. Mm-hmm. He said it's hidden somewhere in the Rocky Mountains, and he started this way back in 2010. He wrote a book called The Thrill of the Chase, mm-hmm. and it wasn't a book. I think it was a poem, but it was published in his autobiography, The Thrill of the Chase, and it has clues on where you can find this treasure. Hold on.
Right.
All right. Sorry. It has clues where you can find this treasure that he hid. So, we've talked about this on countless stories where, unfortunately, some people have even died trying to find this.
Right.
A lot of people quit their jobs. I mean, it's crazy.
Sure.
But this Colorado treasure hunter, he said he searched for the treasure. He feels that he was tricked. So he's suing him for $1.5 million, wow. Claiming that Forrest Fenn deprived him of the treasure by fraudulent statements.
Really?
Yes.
Man.
That's just nuts.
I mean,
man, that's just nuts.
I'm not finding the mother lode, so who can I sue?
Right, me too. I mean, I
seen it.
I feel I was duped.
You guys were supposed to teach me everything I know. What happened?
I've seen a documentary about that, and that guy named Finn, he said that there has actually been people that's been 20 yards away from the treasure and never found it.
What? Yeah, but how did they even know? I mean, when I was doing this article, I did my own research and hey, did they even find that treasure? It seems like every year somebody claims that they find it. There's always a story out there. Right. It's crazy. So I don't even know at this point if it's still out there. I'm assuming so. I mean, this suit, it was actually filed, I think, last Monday. He filed it with the U.S. District Court, on Monday. He said he followed the clues, and he said he arrived at the location where the hidden items were, but then he says that Fenn first issued misleading clues that led him to move away from this area. I don't know what the additional clues were that he was talking about, but he said it benefited someone else who found the items in question. So that would lead me to believe that somebody found the treasure. That's why I looked it up, and I was kind of confused.
Maybe. But you think maybe somebody found it and just don't want to claim it? And, that way, like we always talk about. But
that's no joke.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. So if anybody knows it, there's a lot of fake news stories out there, so you guys got to watch out. But this one was kind of interesting. I don't know how he arrived at the $1.5 million. I think maybe it's the treasure's said to be worth $3 million. So I think
he's not greedy.
Yeah, so he is giving half of it. Not taking all of it, just wants half. So.
Wow.
He wants a participation award.
So what does that even mean? If he files this, I mean, they say that,
Worst case, well, he won't get the money, but Forrest Fenn will be required to show where the treasure is and find it and end it.
Oh, that's too bad.
I think that would be worst case.
That would be worst case, because that's kind of like...
And then you can't have treasure hunts anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, but doesn't he go back once a year to see if it's still there, I think, right?
I don't know. I'll have to see if there's any stories about it, but he is 89 years old. He's a Vietnam War veteran, actually. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if it's easy for him to go out there, but he claims that the chest weighs 20 pounds and that the contents inside of it is like an additional 22 pounds. And he had to deliver this chest to the hiding place over 2 separate trips by himself. So, I don't know.
Strange. I don't know. We'll have to see what happens with all that, though. See if this guy... I don't see how he can
someone did ask him, though, if Fenn... about this suit, and he said he didn't even know about it. So,
oh, really?
Who knows?
Oh, okay. All right.
If I was a judge, I'd have to say, I don't even know why this is even in court. Get out of here. I got duped. You just didn't follow the map good enough. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you should. I mean, wah.
And I go along with Shad. I think if he has to, before he pays $1 million, he's going to go out and just get the treasure and say, "Look, right here it is, folks." And this is why you guys didn't find it. You didn't follow the map.
Yeah, I hope it gets solved. It's an ongoing saga we've been following, and I mean, the thrill of the chase, or like his autobiography was titled. What was the thrill of the hunt, or the thrill of the chase? That's fun, but at the same time, people just do some crazy things without thinking about it, and it's dangerous. Like Scott said, especially if you're by yourself, you don't know what you're getting into out there, and exactly. Unfortunately, there's been some deaths.
Yeah, there's been a couple, right? So it's crazy. I know a lot of people are against it for that reason, because people have died looking for this thing. So I don't know. It's crazy.
Now they can't charge him for murder, can they?
I don't think so.
No. Look how many people died looking for the lost Dutchman's mine.
Something? Huh?
Look how many people died looking for the lost Dutchman's mine. Come on.
Oh, it's true.
Yeah. True.
Yeah, but they can't pin it down to who started it all. But this guy, I mean, he wrote a book and had it, so I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. So we'll have to be on the lookout. More to come.
All right, cool.
All right, I'm going to skip over to Nome. This story, 2 high school students, through their adult representatives, they are suing Arctic Sea Mining for injuries that they suffered during a 2018 accident involving a steel cable that was stretched across the road. This is up in Nome, Alaska. Mm-hmm. The cable that they hit came over the front of their pickup truck and basically leveled the cab. Not completely, of course, but it did mangle it up, and they were very, very hurt. So according to the complaint, this was recently filed in Alaska Superior Court. 2 miners were driving down Port Road in Nome, and this happened in October of 2018. Their vehicle struck the steel cables that were attached to a large marine vessel. On one of the cable, it was hooked to a loader, and the other one was attached to the gold dredge, the Myrtle Irene. So we all know where that came from. Mm-hmm. The plaintiffs claim that Arctic Sea Mining, this is Ken Kerr's company, who owns the Myrtle Irene, he failed to warn them of the cable's presence in the middle of the road. So they're suing for an amount in excess of $100,000. Wow. Because they are still suffering, or recovering, if you will, from their injuries. So
they'll probably get that.
Yeah.
I mean, he probably makes that in A week?
Well, you can't have steel cables in the middle of roads.
No. They could have got decapitated.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's not cool.
No, you can't. Right, you can't put steel cables.
I would be very upset if I,
yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, they didn't get decapitated, obviously, but they did suffer some extensive head injuries.
Wow.
So they still don't even know if they're going to be fully recovered. So,
yeah,
I would have to tend to.
Can you imagine how fast that truck stopped?
Wow.
Yes. I would have to tend to side with them on that one.
Me too.
Let's just be safe about it. Come on.
Yeah, have some sense. You don't put steel cable in the road.
I mean, it wasn't like they were driving around as dredge, off-roading it. They were just driving down the road.
Yeah, see, that's like just complete incompetence there on his behalf. It's like you don't.
They call it what? Negligence?
Yeah, negligence.
Oh yeah,
sure.
If somebody was killed, it'd be gross negligence.
Right.
Yep.
Just be lucky that didn't happen. So.
Yeah, no doubt.
Well, here's a story about a treasure that was actually found.
Okay.
This one, 9 rare silver quarters. This was actually recovered from the wreck of the steamship that I've talked about before. It was carrying gold from the California Gold Rush, and it sunk in a hurricane.
Right.
The contents of that, one of the many things that were recovered, they ended up going for. They're going to be scheduled to go on auction in early 2020. So these quarters that were minted in San Francisco in 1856, they were recovered from the 2014 wreck of the SS Central America. Mm-hmm. That was the one that sank off the coast of North Carolina. This was back in 1857.
Right.
It just had a ton of gold on that ship. But these coins were being transported from San Francisco to New York by going through Panama when it sank. Apparently, this batch of coins was aboard the ship. And they also ended up finding with these coins the ship's safe that had a bunch of the miners' pokes.
Oh, really?
Yes, that actually contained the gold and silver coins. And when they found it, because the safe was so airtight, it was just in very, very good condition.
Sure. Wow.
After being in the ocean for that long.
Dang.
But anyway, they are going on auction. Ira and Larry Goldberg Coins and Collectibles will be auctioning them off between February 16th and February 20th of 2020, and they're estimating that the pre-sale estimate is valuing the coins at $2,000 to $25,000 each, depending on the condition.
Oh man, one of those would be cool to have, though. But goodness gracious, what?
I think so. Or even the little bags, the pokes.
The little pokes would be cool.
That's kind of, even though it's silver, it's still kind of awesome that they didn't get, deteriorated.
Yeah, it's cool.
If you only had one coin though, that'd be worth more.
Right.
Yeah, sure. But still, wouldn't it be cool to have one of them? Just,
Yeah, it'd be cool to have about 20 of them.
Oh, yeah. It'd be cool to have them all, but I'm saying it'd be nice to have one. That is cool. To see what those bring, I'm sure.
Yeah, we will.
It'll be a story about it after it's over. Dang. Nice.
Come on, baby. Get up.
Lots of news tonight.
Cool.
I haven't even got to the global news.
Enjoying it. It's the only news I ever get, because I don't watch news on TV. This is the only news.
Yeah, I don't either, really. This is the only time I get on the internet to search for stuff.
The only news, right?
This one, I'll just do a quick one on this one, even though there's a ton of information about the stuff. But this is not in the West. It's in Maine. A new museum is opening up there, and they boast to have the 5 largest lunar meteorites ever found on Earth. This is going to be in a little town of It's in Maine. Let me see what town it is. I'll get to it. But this museum, it was started by a couple who basically just fell in love with Maine and the gemstones and all the mineral history up there. So they just kind of been collecting things over the years.
Right.
And now they love the town, so they're retiring, and they've opened up this museum, and it's got some pretty cool things with their, the Maine's mining history, the displays that are there, and I think the biggest things are the lunar meteorites. Sure. That means they're pieces of the moon.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool.
That is cool. Agreed.
Yeah. The pieces of the moon, they were found in northern Africa.
Oh, really?
So, yeah.
Wow.
It was like 12 pounds or something.
Holy cow. That's amazing.
So those will fetch a good price if they ever auction those off.
Oh, sure. That sounds like that should be priceless, you would think. It's
to have a piece of the moon?
Yeah, it's pieces
that's
of the moon.
Pretty awesome.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
I wouldn't turn my nose at it.
No.
That's for sure.
No, just saying. That would
All
be
right,
nice.
so I'm going to turn this over to Shad.
Okay.
For local events of interest. And then we'll get to the fun facts. There really wasn't any big global news, except for like the regular Australian gold mining company does this, that, and that, and investing. And I just think that's so boring.
Yeah, the usual.
It's interesting to a point. It's great big gold mines, but
right.
I just kind of think it's better, when we hear about small scale mining and treasure hunts. So let me turn it over to Shad for local events of interest.
All right, thank you, Kathleen. Here is your local events of interest.
Sound interesting, would you?
You making fun of me?
No, not at all.
Just making sure.
Still going on Gold Prospector Space is the longest monthly club meeting outing ever in the history of gold prospecting. The DCPA of Roseburg, Oregon monthly club meeting has gone on since November 11th, 2019 and will continue until November 9th, 2020 at 7 p.m. at the Pine Grove Community Church.
That's a long one.
That's a meeting.
Holy moly.
Yeah. All right, moving on to Cripple Creek, Colorado. It's Gold Camp Christmas, December 13th through the 14th. You can escape from the modern distractions and celebrate an old-fashioned Christmas in Cripple Creek and Victor. Experience the lights in the Gold Camp by taking a drive on a self-guided tour through the mine headframes, which will be decorated with large Christmas lights displays. While activities will be happening all month long, the main event weekend is packed full of fun activities that are too good to miss. You'll have the Christmas parade that starts at noon on December 14th with appearances from none other than Santa himself.
Oh. Santa?
All right. Moving over now to Columbia, California. That's right. It's a miner's Christmas. Saturday, December 21st through Sunday the 22nd, costume interpreters recreate the mining camp of the 1850s as homesick miners roast chestnuts and hot cider and perform live music for park visitors. Wow, so I remember this one from last year, and they still didn't fix the sentence structure of this event.
They're just using the same
They're roasting chestnuts and hot cider still for another year to run.
At least they're not roasting children.
That's
true.
or metal detecting for kids.
Never know. But there'll be 19th century toys and games, of Victorian holiday craft making, and Christmas storytelling to make this an enjoyable experience for the entire family. And that's located at the Columbia State Historic Park.
Okay.
Don't worry, there's designated parking, entertainment, children's, food, handicap access for all. And admission's free.
Admission is free.
Hey, it's free.
Yep.
I don't think there's 10-foot skis, though.
No, couldn't find that one, Swifty.
Man, I'm going to find that video, and I'll like this Sunday, I'll have that thing saved because I've seen it and I was like, wow, this is just crazy, you know. And then, like I said, they start talking about, you know, it was made by miners way back in the day. I was like, I've never heard of it, you know, but I'll get it.
All right.
Okay. Thank you. Before I turn it over to Kathleen real quick, we'll do the current market prices.
Oh, there you go.
Good news. Gold is up $12 at $1,476. Silver also increased 21 cents to $16.87. Platinum's up $22 at $942. Mm-hmm. Palladium also up $16 at $1,905. And last but not least, rhodium stayed flat at $6,050.
$6,050. It was 5,000 something, so it did make the 6,000 mark.
Yeah, it jumped up on Monday.
Yeah, remember we were saying, Shad, is it going to make 6? It made it quicker.
I think it is. Look at that.
Yeah, looky there. It did it. Dang. So $650 it is now.
Yes, sir.
By the new year, let's see, 65.
Yeah.
I don't know. That stuff's crazy.
You never know. It's hard. I don't understand.
I don't either. I just cannot wrap my head around that one. It just keeps going up and up and up.
That's a crazy price. I mean, I'm sitting here watching the gold dom right now, and it's jumping up between 1474 and 1476. It goes up and it gets pushed down. It gets pushed back up. It gets pushed down. Crazy.
Well, I did read right now there seems to be a buying spree of people buying physical gold.
Really?
So we're not talking about trading futures. They're actually going out and buying gold. There's a huge demand right now to buy gold.
Really?
Yeah, so that's kind of helped keeping the price up, they said.
Okay. All right. Makes sense.
If that catches on and it makes a couple of global newses, then that could push it up quite a bit, actually.
Good.
Wow. Interesting, now. Thank you, Shad.
You're welcome. Well, let's go back to Kathleen for her fun facts.
I think when we sell all of our buffalo hoard, it'll definitely put the price up.
We're going to saturate the market.
Oh, is that you guys? Yeah, that's what you're going to do. Flood the market.
Actually, that would cause prices to crash.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Hey, are you going to do birthdays?
Oh, yeah.
Well,
or are you going to wait?
It's not normal.
I know, we're doing things
rhythm.
out of normal. Yeah. We got to spruce it up.
Yes. Well, as Kathleen mentioned, it is December 11th. So here are today's birthdays. We have Angel Luis Montez Jr., Chad M.R., David MacDonald, David Potts, Jim G. Swearingen, Joe Scheckler, Max G., Orville Cruz, Philip Babcock, Robert Phillips, and Shannon. Tomorrow we have Bill Winchester, Christopher Stevens, Ed Azera, Gary Kubik, Henry Decker, Jason Santos, Josh, and Kim Burafato.
Oh, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Real quick, since Kathleen asked to do this, I guess we'll go to Jim Swearingen's page from North Pole, Alaska.
Swearingen.
Oh, wow.
Wonder if he's related. He prospects using a gold dredge. It doesn't belong to any clubs, and he found the site through Sharon Eddy.
Oh, yeah, okay.
It looks like he joined. Get ready for it. Drum roll. Or sneeze. The sneeze works too. He joined the site back in January 18th, 2011. So obviously, probably all cocooned in his house for the winter. It was like, what else should I do? I'll go to Gold Prospector Space.
That's right. Why not? And talk about dredging.
That's right.
That's right.
But happy birthday, everyone.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Switching.
We're binge watching Deadwood again just because.
What else to do?
Gotcha.
All right.
All right, now over to you, Kathleen, for your fun facts. Jeez.
I dredged up a fun fact, and this is always a fun fact to do. So not exactly the same, but we've done other mining scams before.
Right.
So, throughout history, they're so prevalent. There was a lot of material out there, so here's some more that I have not talked about.
Nice.
One of the areas, of course, we know Arizona. It's been subject to many, many schemes in mining history, as well as California. We're going to center around some of these scams. They have interesting stories around them. And we'll start off with the Great Diamond Hoax of 1872.
Okay.
This involved two con men, Philip Arnold and John Slack. They discovered a cache of quartz crystals and garnets that resembled diamonds, and this was near Fort Defiance. While the cache was declared worthless by an assayer in San Francisco, both men were still determined to proceed with their con job. Mm-hmm. This con involved convincing a man named Henry Janin. He's a prominent mining expert, and the financial circle of William C. Ralston, who was associated with the Bank of California. So they got them to invest in their findings. They acquired an assortment of just industrial quality gemstones with the that they had collected for the investors, and they salted the mine. A man named Clarence King, he's a geologist who suspected the scam. Upon visiting the site, he said he knew it was a scam because of the unnatural positioning of these diamonds. Plus, one diamond already had a jeweler's facet on it.
Geniuses.
Yeah, I know. So he pretty much debunked that scam, but these high-profile investors, well, they lost their money.
Oh, jeez.
Good Lord.
Oh my God.
So
there was actually a jeweler's mark on one of them. Really?
Yeah.
Good God. Stupid.
How stupid do you have to be? I mean,
man,
I don't know. Maybe they thought it was a Herkimer diamond because those actually are faceted, and when you find them, it's kind of strange. So. So this is another one in Arizona. This is the guy who developed the Copper Queen mine, and this is in Bisbee. Mm-hmm. He was too also a victim of salting. He and an associate, they surveyed and purchased this copper property for Phelps Dodge on the, I think that's the guy's name, on the Gila River from a copper freighter named Tweed. Well, unbeknownst to them, Tweed did enrich their mineral samples and powdered, I think I'm saying this right, malachite, which they were trying to basically mask worthless ore to make it appear that it's profitable. And I think malachite, isn't it that like, it looks like patinaed copper? Is it that color? Yeah. Like a greenish white?
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think it's coppery looking, but...
Well, that's what they used for the scam. So he was duped. So that, anybody can be duped, right? He ended up developing the Copper Queen mine, but later on. But in the beginning, you just never know who you're going to meet out there. Okay. So this one, I'm going to end with this one. This one was actually in California. And the side effects of this scam just kept going on and on and on. Isaac Lord, he was a very well-regarded rancher. Mm-hmm. He was a former member of the San Bernardino County Board of Supervisors, and he was the founder of the city that is today known as Laverne.
Oh, okay.
I think that's right. Laverne or Laverne.
Okay.
He was actually a victim of a scam by a con man in 1897. Lord actually asked the man, who worked under the nickname of Rebel George. Excuse me, but if you meet anybody who calls himself Rebel George, I don't know if you would trust him.
That should be your first sign.
But anyway, he actually asked the man to accept $10,000 in cash to allow him to invest in what turned out to be a phony gold mine in the desert. For his bad judgment, Lord was left holding a bag of basically a bunch of worthless rocks. Adding to his embarrassment was the subsequent court cases that followed. This one was widely publicized in the Los Angeles newspapers, in which he had to admit that he was being greedy, and he fell for this. The con man, I guess, was later found innocent of any crime. So this poor guy, I mean, it goes on. It's not over yet. George Bowron, that was the man who invested the portion of the $10,000 as Lord's partner. Well, he became angry, so he sued as well. He filed a suit in 1899 that basically was accusing Lord of being in cahoots with this Rebel George guy in a scam. All in all, though, the case just was crazy, and it was always in the papers, and this guy's ex-wife even showed up to give a bitter testimony just because she didn't like him, but basically accusing him of committing insurance fraud in the past, and said that his real name was George Wilson and he had escaped from San Quentin as a prisoner. So that didn't help his case either. No. All in all, though, nobody got anything because the cases were eventually dropped because nobody really pursued it. So that was one of those crazy saga scam stories. You never know what you're going to get out there, right? It's like a box of chocolates.
I wonder if there's one of them flam guys that ever, sold a cave or a gold mine and then, just I got them, laughing about it in town. All of a sudden the guy walks in and he's got horses loaded down with gold.
That's happened before, where people think that they have a worthless mine and they sell it, either they scam or they just sell it at dirt cheap prices, and it ends up, being a lucrative mine.
I swear. I swear you did a story on that before. That happened to somebody. Yep, and yep.
You'd have to fill off a bag.
What's that, Kathleen?
That was dredging up the news.
Well, awesome. I enjoyed it. That was good. That was some good stuff there, for sure. Always is. Thank you again, Kathleen. Yeah. Always cool. Like I said, I don't watch the news. The news is depressing. At least
it is. I get updates by Shad sometimes. He calls it news by Shad.
Oh, right.
So we have lunch together at work since we work together again, and he always catches me up on what's going on. Sometimes I don't want to hear it if it's too political, but there's some strange stuff. And most of the stories, believe it or not, came from Florida. They come from Florida. I don't know why.
Really?
Some of the most bizarre stories.
Why is it Florida?
News by Shad.
Why is it Florida, though?
I don't know. But
there's some crazies down there.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I would think, it's warm. They should be fine.
But I'm with you, Tim. I don't really watch the news on TV.
It's just depressing,
Yeah, there was a time when I followed a lot of that, and it's just now I just don't have the energy for it.
Right. I mean, you can drive down the street and see what kind of shape this world's in. I don't need to watch it on the news every night.
Exactly.
I try to get most of my news from other countries.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
I wait to see what Swifty posts.
Yeah, right. Or that.
When he posts something on the internet, that's my news.
Yeah, or there's always that too. Yeah, the Scott's news.
Hey, I just
Scott.
I do. There's a lot of stuff I see.
You might have missed your calling, Scott. Maybe you should be a news anchor.
Yeah.
And Manny could be your co-anchor.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. Yeah. You guys could do As the Crow Flies with Scott Swiftwater Toney.
As the Crow Flies.
As the Crow Flies.
Tales of As the Crow Flies.
That's right. With Scott
and Annie.
That's right.
Well, As the Crow Flies would be a pretty cool name because that's pretty much you're saying that you just in a straight line. It's quicker. So yeah.
Well,
I think that would be a cool name. See, look at all these ideas we're giving you, Scott.
We give Scott
Do we
more
get royalties
ideas.
if you make it big?
I'm telling you, we give Scott more ideas, and he just goes,
Veto.
You guys are going from guys that want to stand around with mannequins.
They're all genius. They're all genius ideas, though. That's the sad part. It's like, God, It's like, take one, just take one of our ideas, Scott, and run with it, please.
Well, he did when he went to that gem show.
One time, we got him to go to a rock show. And he was
I thought it was going to be a
chose poorly.
And he's still complaining about that one.
Like I said, I thought it was a rock show, not a rock sale.
See?
Two different things.
And he'll never do it again. Right, Scott?
Not like that, no.
No?
No,
hey,
not that
he didn't even go to the cowboy poetry reading in Wickenburg.
I know. I'm really
Wickenburg.
bummed about that.
That was like, what, down
if
the
I would have
street?
went to that, I'd have had to take my own rope.
Well, you could have. I'm sure they sold rope there, Scott. Man, see, and that was like right down the street from you.
No.
Not really.
Maybe
over a couple mountains.
At least two crows.
Two crows fly. Well, we could have changed the name to Two Crows Fly with Scott Swiftwater.
That's probably let's see, that'd probably be about an hour and 20 minutes away.
But look at the knowledge you would have gained from a Cowboy Christmas. Yeah, it would have been worth that.
Yeah. No, I don't think so.
Maybe next year.
Yeah, you could have got brought up on cowboy poetry, and
I can't wait to move out there so we could go to these things.
I know.
The cowboy poetry is must.
Oh yeah, and the Chihuahua races.
Yeah.
What's funny is when you move out here, you forget about those things. It's just so weird. That's like I said. I've lived here for 8, 9, I don't know, 11 or 12 years now. I still haven't seen the Grand Canyon, and it's right up the road. No, still haven't.
So what you're really saying is we can't depend on you for anything.
Well, I didn't say that. I'm just saying.
Are you allowed to fly drones in the Grand Canyon?
I don't know.
I've never seen it.
I've never seen drone footage of the Grand Canyon, now that you mention it.
I wonder.
I don't know. You probably
should the wandering
allowed.
Buffaloes.
I bet you're probably not allowed because you'd probably find some.
No, there's tons of drone footage videos out there.
Okay.
You just got to search for it.
Is there really? Okay.
Yeah.
I've never seen it. I've never looked.
Well, I think you have to risk the eagles or something if they.
Yeah, the Forest Service shooting your drone down. Yeah.
There's some really cool footage out there too. He's like on it right now. It's pretty neat.
That what, Kathleen?
Shad's looking up some footage.
Oh, okay, cool.
It's pretty neat.
Of Grand Canyon drone footage. Interesting, but it's hard to believe Scott lives right there and never been to it.
Yeah, I just don't.
Not really.
That way.
Yeah, and that's right, true, Shad. Not really. How far is it from you, Scott?
Oh, good.
4 crows.
4 crows?
Yeah, it takes a while. You got to go. It's north, and there's no straight road that goes just north, except for 17, and that stops at Flagstaff. So,
Okay.
the roads are kind of weird. But it take a while to get up there.
Okay.
I'd say about 4 hours, 5 hours, about the same as going to Vegas.
Oh, well, that's not too bad. You can see the Grand Canyon. It's one of the 7 wonders of the world. Yeah.
It's a hole.
That is pretty cool.
It's a cool hole.
That's right.
Well, I'm sure, but if I was there, if I was going by, say, let's check it out. I'm like, okay, cool, we're here. But for me to get, hey, let's get in the truck and go see the big hole. No, I'm not doing that.
Well, sometimes you can see it from the airplane, and that's pretty neat.
Yeah.
We got to the last time we flew out.
Yeah, we flew over it.
See, so that's cool.
Because I haven't seen it from the ground yet.
No.
I've only seen it from the air.
Right.
So it doesn't really count.
Right. I've seen it from the ground.
I think the air would be the cool place. Better to see it than standing there myself, but.
Well, I tell you, from the air, it's so odd looking. Like, literally like a big hole in the ground.
Well, that's what it is.
Well, you know what I mean. You can just see the magnitude, the full scope of it. Whatever.
It was like a canyon.
It was like a giant canyon.
That's what I'm saying. You can see more of it at one shot. Instead of just seeing.
That's what I was talking.
It's a canyon.
Now I'm in the doghouse.
Jerk.
I don't know. It'd still be cool to see it. Put it on your bucket list, Scott, along with all the other things.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, come on. You only live once. You should see the Grand Canyon.
Hey, when the wandering buffaloes get out there, you can wander with us.
There you go. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Good luck, Kathleen.
If we can find you.
First, you got to find him, right? Yeah. It's like,
It ain't hard.
Where's Scott? It's like, let's get a striped shirt for Scott. No.
See, we thought we found you, but we were in the wrong RV
I know,
park.
we were way off.
You remember?
You're just on the other side of 17.
That's like, where's Waldo?
It was funny. They sent me that picture. I'm like, well, the idiots didn't even call or say nothing.
They were across.
They just drove on through.
They were across the road.
Well, see, if we would have called, we would have been obligated to hang out, and we didn't really want to.
Oh, well.
No, we were late. We just had a few minutes, so we drove up there.
Oh, jeez. See,
Yeah, I was like, what are they? Because I knew where the thing was, and I was like, what are they driving through this town for to get way over there? And Lisa's like, I don't know. I'm like, surely they're not going up by Prescott and all the way around.
Oh, surely.
So I wouldn't figure.
You never know.
We actually were up by Prescott, weren't we? Prescott?
Not that direct from that direction, but we were somewhat close.
Somewhat?
Yeah.
Somewhat.
As the crow flies, right?
Yeah, if the crow kept flying one direction, we were close.
You were trying to follow it. I know. It's rough. Yeah.
Well, we ended up going to different elevations, I think, because the vegetation. We were at one point where they had the manzanitas. Is it the manzanita trees? Those are so pretty.
The manzanita trees?
Yeah, they have the
big shrubs,
dark brownish red limbs. Really pretty.
Wow, that's cool.
Almost impossible to walk through.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything out here, Tim, is dangerous, period. You're like, oh, look at the pretty flower. Ow.
I still have that little spike in my finger from when I forgot to put my gloves on when I started digging.
Uh-huh.
And one of the little thorns got in my finger, and it's still there.
Oh, wow. You can't get it out?
Now. It doesn't hurt anymore, but I can feel it.
Right. But you know it's there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy. Crazy.
It takes, I think Lisa got hit in the back of the leg, and I think that it's about 2 years. And then she finally, because you used to be able to see the dots like a shotgun pattern. And then it took about 2 years, but they finally went away where you couldn't tell where she got hit anymore.
Yeah.
So they're pretty dangerous.
Wow.
Yeah, it's really embedded in there.
That's crazy.
And I can see it.
That is crazy. So did you guys watch Oak Island? No.
No.
Where they find wood?
They did find more wood, actually. They did. Found some drains or something. Wood. Yeah, so there was wood there. Pretty much.
They found wood.
More wood. It's a wood kind of thing going on.
I did see some previews for a Gold Rush this Friday, but I won't be able to watch it till Saturday.
Did you? I haven't seen the previews yet for this week's. Yeah.
We won't get to watch it at all.
No,
someday.
I'll fill you in on it Sunday. Yeah.
All right.
I'll let you know if it was any good. you know, that and the other one, and the other one, and the other one, and the other one. But John Hunt's here tonight, so I'm going to give away that other bag of gemstones. So I'm going to put all you guys in, crew too, like last time. He wants the crew involved. So I'll go ahead and do this one. I'll get these names. And then we'll give away that other bag of mixed gemstones. Now, last time, Kathleen won it, and she paid it forward, and we drew another name. So that was cool of Kathleen to do. So if one of the other crew does again, they'll do the same thing. Okay?
Then again, maybe they won't.
Or maybe they won't. That's right. That's why you guys are eligible. That's why he wanted you guys eligible to win it. So that is cool. All right. Dropping some names in, boys and girls. Bear with me. And we'll get this done. Done. And pick us a winner for tonight. And the rules are, as always, you got 1 minute, 30 seconds to say you're here. And that's all you got to do. And we'll get them mailed out to you. All right. And tonight's lucky winner is... Wait, let me get my thing up so I can play Dennis's music since he's not here. Jeopardy for Dennis. We're looking for Brian Wilder. 1 minute, 30 seconds. I gotta set my timer on my phone too. So you got a couple seconds extra, Brian.
Easier.
He's here. All right. Thank you, Brian. Let me cancel my timer. Don't need that now. We'll just let this fine music play out.
Hit that drum.
Awesome, Brian. Well, Rich, you going to get his address for me?
Yep.
All right, Brian. Rich is going to side chat you, give him your name and your address, and I'll get those gemstones mailed out to you. And a big thank you again from John Hunt for donating those.
Thank you, John Hunt.
Did we ever see any pictures from the last bag we gave away?
Nope.
Okay.
I don't believe we did. No.
All right, new rule. If you don't post pictures of the stuff you win, you will get a curse and die.
Dang.
No, it's a curse and you will find me gold.
Oh, that's a little better.
And then die.
No. Why Gold said he posted it. I didn't see it.
I think you did.
Where did you post them at? Why? On here? On GPS or on our Facebook group?
You have to do it on goldprospectorspace.com.
Yeah, correct. .com. Yeah, we appreciate that. But yeah, so enjoy, Brian. We'll get them out to you. And thanks again, John, for that. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff. Oh, mercy. God. What's tomorrow?
Thursday.
Well, we got Friday the 13th coming up.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, right.
Oh, awesome.
Nice.
I'm going to walk under ladders, play with black cats, and what else are you supposed to do?
I don't know. There's a whole wide array of things, actually.
I know, it's going to be a busy day for me.
It's Friday the 13th.
I got a lot of deliverables due at work, but other than that.
But that puts us, what, like a week away from Christmas?
Pretty much. Yeah, like a week and a half or something crazy.
It's coming fast.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know it.
Right now, we're 2 weeks.
It's next
to the
weekend,
day,
ain't it?
Christmas Day.
Something like that, Shad, next week?
The 25th, dude.
Jeez.
2 weeks.
I've been using the word dude a lot.
What's that? Who's been using the word dude a lot?
Evidently, I have.
He calls me dude. That's just the problem.
Dude.
Stop it.
See?
That's funny. Well, dude's like, yeah, you could use that for anything. Dude. Right. Dude. Right, it's good. It's all good. So, yeah, God, Christmas. So, we got our Christmas show. We got to sing our song.
We can practice, don't we?
No, we're winging it.
We just wing it? Just wing it. Yeah, let's wing it. It's funnier.
Every time we practice, it seems like it gets worse.
It gets worse. You're right, Rich.
Are we all going to say different lines?
I think so, right? Should we do different ones so we don't get too comfortable with our lines?
I don't remember my line.
I think Scott should take 5 golden rings or gold nuggets. 5 golden nuggets.
I think Scott should too, yeah. Yeah, let Scott do 5 gold nuggets.
How you figure that? Who had it last time?
I don't know.
Rich.
I did.
Oh, Rich did.
I had it the year before.
Yeah, Scott, you do 5 gold nuggets.
It's yours. Solo.
So,
5 gold nuggets.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah,
that's your line, Scott.
Great.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. So no
Sing it,
practice.
Scott. 5 gold nuggets.
5 gold nuggets.
Sing it.
Sing it.
Sing it like
Do it.
5 golden nuggets.
Or gold nuggets.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't feel it, Swifty. I don't feel it.
Put a little more gold.
He's got time to practice.
Yeah. That's good.
We'll figure it out.
Maybe I'll revamp the 'Twas the Night Before Christmas.
Like a new version of it?
Well, I'll keep some of it, but maybe update some lines.
Okay.
What, the 3rd version?
3.0.
Yeah, 3.0.
Yeah, you might as well. Right? If you can, do it. And then we'll just rock it out with our song and that. And that's like a Christmas tradition now, that story. So, got to have that for Christmas.
Hilarious.
Right? It's awesome.
I already have ideas.
Get the kids. Man, gather the kids around the radio and just enjoy it.
And sing along with us.
That's
and
right.
Sing it live on Facebook or something, man.
Oh, yeah. Heck yeah. Somebody should do that. Somebody should do it live.
That'd be hilarious.
It would be. Singing along with us. That'd be cool. Agreed, Shad. I like it. I'm going to have me some.
And then as long as Swifty has Manny there singing with him, that'd be really cool
would
too.
Be even better.
I think I'm going to include Manny this year.
Oh, can you?
I think I might in the poem.
If you can, you have to.
I'll get to work on that.
See if you could do that. That'd be funny, Kathleen. If you could get Manny in there somehow.
I'll see what I can do.
Awesome.
Good Lord.
I wonder what Manny sounds like.
I know.
You ever think about that? What does he sound like?
Yeah.
He's like anybody else. He's a silent partner.
Is he? I picture him something. I don't know. Oh, stop! I love you.
Hey, look.
You're losing it.
Why can't I quit you?
Well, he's got that Abercrombie Fitch look going on. So.
Yeah, I know.
Why
can't I quit you?
Yeah.
Too funny.
Oh, mercy. All right. Jaron posted his gemstones that he won, and Weigold did post them on GPS, he said. So cool. So Jaron posted his, so he won't be cursed now either.
All right, you're not cursed.
The no gold curse. Yep. See? That's all there is to it.
And I will like it.
Just think, if it was a curse like on Oak Island, you just wouldn't find them again.
No, you'd find some wood.
Find wood.
And then you will die.
That's You're rotten. Oh, I like that, Ray.
Sorry.
Have Manny singing Christmas carols. Scott and Manny should sing a Christmas carol live on
Manny's voice.
live on Facebook. Yep.
Like I said, he's a silent partner.
No.
He's a silent partner.
No. Nope.
Weigold just shared his pictures of the gems giveaway he won.
Awesome.
Ooh, those are some nice gems he got.
Citrine.
Yeah.
What is it, Kathleen?
The
All
citrine.
sorts of goodies.
Oh, yeah. All kinds of goodies. There's one of them big
Citrine
garnets.
is my stone of choice right now. I don't know. I'm just drawn to it.
And which
I love
one
it.
is that, Kathleen? That green-looking one or the blue one?
Citrine is like an orange color.
Oh, so is
brown.
oh, interesting. Did not know that. I don't know much about them gemstones, but they look cool. I like the black one. Or is that black or clear?
Opal.
Is that what that is, Scott?
If it's black, it's opal.
Those are cool, though. They are cool.
Yeah, they're pretty good. They used to make them in a lot of old-time rings, too. Like if you're out in the and you find one that's got something black, don't think it's fake. It could be an opal ring.
Yeah, very cool.
Well, there's tourmaline and onyx, too, in Arizona.
Nice.
They have that out there.
Fucking gemstones.
Huh.
Obsidian.
Obsidian?
Dragon glass. Dragon glass.
What is it, Shad? Dragon glass.
Obsidian.
Oh.
I'd like to that tourmaline. That'd be the money.
I don't have a clue.
Well, speaking of money, I hear there's a GPS raffle going on.
Oh, there's a huge GPS raffle going on. Look at all that gold. It's like 7 grams of
Look at those
gold.
big pieces.
Look at that big old chunkies and that big old nugget with that quartz in it and stuff. It's like, ooh, I like that nugget.
With gold prices doing
Yeah.
Oh man, that's money in the bank there,
Right
and
there.
is donated from our good friend and supporter Dirt Hog Pater.
That's right. Yes,
So thank you very much, Dirt Hog. Hey, and there's a lot of pay dirt scammers out there, especially right now with gold prices up. So go through our reputable ones here through Gold Prospector Space through the links to make sure you go to the right ones.
Yes, because
Not the scammers.
I seen a thing today. I guess this guy sets up sites. He set one up like under Jimbo's Gold, under like Klondike Clinker,
fun.
under Dirt
really?
Hog.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
like 5, 6 of them.
Yeah.
Dirt Hog, all of them.
All
So
of them.
yeah, I mean there's several great pay dirt places out there from Gold Bay to Dirt Hog, but I pan for gold. But
Who does the $3,000 bucket?
Oh, I seen that, dude.
Did you see that?
Yes, dude. It was,
dude,
it was-
Karen did that or something.
I know. Did you see that? That was from Dan Hurd. You know?
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, I believe it with him.
Yeah. Oh, I believe it with him too. Yeah.
He
'cause-
finds a lot of gold.
Yeah. So I was like, holy cow, that's a bucket of dirt. But it'd be
Are
better.
they going to ship it from British Columbia, though?
I reckon, Dirt Hog ships his from there. It'd just take a little longer, right? But still, holy cow, that's a bucket of dirt. I'd be afraid.
3,000 auction start bid is what Jaron said.
Oh.
Huh. I don't know. There comes a point when it gets that much. I'd rather just buy the raw gold and save myself trouble. If I want to pan it, I'll throw some dirt myself and get my money's worth. But it's just me.
I'd be afraid to ship it.
I don't know.
Wow.
When you're talking those numbers. But anyway, go to our GPS raffle on goldprospectorspace.com. Look at the top there. There's a tab, GPS raffle.
Yeah, it was only
What is it? A dollar gets you a ticket?
Sure does. And,
Oh my goodness.
And Shad,
So you
came up with
$1.
$1, yeah.
$1, you could win 7 grams of gold.
Yep, $1, one ticket. No ticky, no washi. And Shad, I found this big clear bag, like we was talking about, like a couch bag.
What?
I'm gonna try to make a booth like Shad was talking about. I don't know if like stick a fan in there and get inside with it. I wonder if it'll work though.
You're little enough.
Right.
Too bad we didn't have Scotty out here to be able to do it with us. I would love to see a little guy jumping.
Or you know what?
I
was wondering too, Shad, if possible, if you get it inflated like with the fan, right? And you dump them in. Could you just make a hole in it to where you reach in? Because I don't.
There you go. That would be better. Reach in with your hand and try to catch one.
I think that would be better because then nothing would block the wind. Is what I'm thinking. Because I'm thinking you get in there with the fan, it's going to block the wind. Tickets are going to be falling on the ground. So we want to keep them in the air. So I said, wonder if I can cut a hole in it and like hold it down with a piece of tape. And then when we're ready, just open it up, stick my hand in, try to grab one out of the air. You think it'll work?
I think it will.
All right, I'm going to try it.
I think you need to do some prototypes right now.
I'm going to do a prototype this
and
week.
Send video of us to us of it.
I'll do a prototype this week. I'll tape the bag like to the floor so it can't lift up. in the kitchen. I'm going to tape the bag down to the floor. And
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what grown men do.
I have a plan. I hope it works. It's going to work.
Well, if anybody's wondering how they get in on it, all they have to do is look for the donate button on the right-hand side of goldprospectorspace.com. And just simply donate $1 to $1 million, and you'll get a chance to win gold.
Yep,
anywhere in that vicinity.
If you do $1 million, you will get 1 million and one ticket. You get a bonus.
You get a
ticket.
bonus ticket if you do $1 million. Yeah, there you go.
That could be the winning ticket.
And that could be the winning ticket.
Yeah, and
or the person that buys $1 of a ticket.
Yeah, that'd be the one that wins, not the guy that bought $1 million. Too. Right. Now, Rob in Kansas, yeah, I will have to try this ahead of time, without a doubt. I'm going to try it this week, and that way we know it works. Because if the fan fails, I got to figure out something else, how to make it do it. All I got's a fan. I would think a fan would work.
Worst comes to worst, just tape the bag to the bumper of your car. That'll work too.
Drive down the road real fast.
Yeah.
I got you. I'm in. I think it'll work. It's got to work. It has to work. If it's taped to the floor, it has to work. So I will try it this week. I'm going to try it this week.
It has to work, he says.
It has to work.
And remember, if you're going to use tape, use Gorilla Tape.
I'm going to use Gorilla Tape. Oh, without a doubt. I got the Gorilla Tape right here. That's what I'm going to use. I'm going to tape that sucker down to the floor with the fan in there and see if it works. We're going to give it a go.
Do you have a leaf blower?
No.
Ooh.
No, I don't. I don't have one. Like I said.
Worst case, you can make it a smaller size and use a hair dryer.
But don't put it on the heat setting.
Oh,
put it on a cool setting.
So you think and
there you go.
Okay. If the fan ain't enough, you're saying shrink the bag down and go with something smaller of a blower. Huh.
I still say climb up to your roof and throw them all off and somebody catches them.
It's wintertime. It's cold. My feet are frozen right now.
If you did that, I will drive up there to you to film and assist in this endeavor.
If I climb on the roof and throw them off?
Yes.
Yeah. Huh.
Huh. He's like, I'm going to bring my drone for this one.
Exactly.
No, it'd be cooler if the drone could snatch one out of the air.
Oh, that would be cool.
That would be cool. Yeah. I'm going to try some experiments.
How about
week.
this? We meet on I-71, and we have to hand over the winning ticket from one car to another while driving.
While driving at 70 mile an hour. You got to hang out the window, reach in the bucket, draw a ticket, and then read the name.
Read the name.
I like it. There you go.
While holding a glass of wine.
Now, Jaron.
I think that's going to involve a big ticket.
Right.
Jaron said put a solo cup on the lawn and drop them, and whatever one goes into it wins. That's not a bad idea either. Huh. There's some good ones. I'm trying to, steal the neighbor's snow globe decoration that they have out for Christmas.
There you go.
It's the same,
that's a good idea.
Same principle. What I'm trying to do in the kitchen with the furniture bag, I think it'll work. I'll let you know. You know, it'll be cool. It'll be funny.
Well, I just hope nobody donates $1 million because that would be a lot of tickets.
Yeah, I can't write that much. I'd have to order.
If somebody donates $1 million, you win.
Yeah, you win. Yeah, right. You win.
Sorry.
You win.
You're the winner.
Yeah.
Sorry, everyone.
You're the winner. Mm-hmm. Dang.
All right, but no, seriously, we appreciate all your support.
Yeah, we do. Thank you so much. And
I mean, that's awesome. Thank you, Dirt Hog.
It'll be funny. I'll even throw in something funny way I'm going to draw it. I got another idea cooked up in my brain, so it'll be good. Awesome. And on that note, I guess we'll go ahead and wrap it up, you guys. It's Friday. And don't forget, everybody, we'll be here Sunday night, 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. Rich will probably be back with Cooley's Corner this week, right, Rich? This Sunday you'll have one? All right. Cool. And until then, We're out of here.
Good night, Gold Digger.
You son of a...
Good night, everybody.
Be sure to tune in next Sunday at 7:30 for another great show. For updates and more info, please go to www.prospectorsradio.com.